involved during the time that she was pregnant, and other medical and psychosocial factors that have a significant impact on those longer-term outcomes. So it's, as you know, it's difficult to tease apart a particular substance, but we do know for most substances, including opioids, the other things that are going on in the child's life may have more of an impact than what has gone on during the prenatal period. When we look at the estimated number of infants that are affected by prenatal exposure, again, pointing out that where illicit drugs come into play, that gray bar includes heroin and the non-medical use of prescription drugs, but that the number of babies that are exposed to tobacco and alcohol are much larger. And we also know some of the medical complications and long-term outcomes from tobacco and alcohol. If you aren't familiar with those, if you send an email to the National Center, info@National Center, we'd be happy to send you some of the information about prenatal exposure that we have available. And clearly that binge drinking and heavy drinking, which can result in implications for the child of fetal alcohol syndrome, alcohol-related neurodevelopmental effects, and that percentage that we have for estimates of those effects in infants compared to those that have this sort of immediate after birth neonatal abstinence syndrome, meaning that the FAS and ARND, FASD, all of those different acronyms that point to prenatal exposure to alcohol, particularly binge drinking and heavy drinking. A recent study from that published in JAMA, the Journal of American Medical Association, that looked at neonatal abstinence syndrome and healthcare expenditures over the period of 2000 to 2009, you see that the incidence of NAS, neonatal abstinence syndrome, has increased dramatically. While still the rate is lower than some of the other substances of abuse during pregnancy, it's important for us to pay attention to this particular set of infants, particularly since there are well-developed studies and knowledge about their treatment and the ways in which infants and their moms and their families can be assisted. When we look at the different populations of women that can give birth to infants with NAS,